As we get into the colder months, we tend to hibernate a little bit more. We like to binge watch our shows. So joining us now, President of KC Women in Film and Television, Erin Zimmerman, with what's hot in streaming TV.
Yeah.
And you have some of the big ones. One of them has a KC native starring in it.
Yes, so Chris Bilsma is in Godless. And he's not the main character, but he's who I'm going to talk about first. He plays a preacher that is actually on his way to a town that has 0 men in it. And you may be thinking, like a lot of people were thinking, how could you have a Western with a town with 0 men in it? That's got to be like fluffy. It can't be a Western.
No.
Oh, the writing is so good. And you have outlaws, you have men in it. There's a good balance between the two.
But the men have all died in this town.
In that town, yes, they have.
Will it give away too much of the plot if we say how the men have all died?
There was an accident.
Okay.
I'll just say that.
So it's a Western run totally by women.
Yeah.
And then this guy, KC native, plays
and
a
there's
preacher.
and there's multiple men in it. There are outlaws. Jeff Daniels is in it. And he plays kind of a bad guy.
Ooh,
so
I like that.
yeah, it's great.
What's binge worthy right now in addition to that? You have a Spike Lee remake of a Spike Lee.
Right.
Yeah.
She's Gotta Have It. It is a TV show based on the movie, and a lot of it is shot for shot, and it was really cool to watch that way. It's based on a woman living in Brooklyn, an African-American woman named Nola Darling, and how she navigates dating 3 men at one time, as well as her career and everything else. And it kind of gets into why she would be dating 3 people at once.
The original movie was 30 years ago.
Yeah.
And so what's different about it now, besides the style's updated?
Right. Well, they really, and it's not like a main focal point, but it's definitely underlying, as they have a lot about the gentrification of the area. And it's definitely, like, it's not the focal point, but it is in your, like, it's definitely talked about, and that's important.
You also analyze trends coming down the pike for 2018, and you compare them with what we've seen for 2017. And 2017 has been, you say, the year of the real dark, brooding mysteries and dramas.
It has, and they've been getting really cinematic, and you get these 8-part series, and it's great because then you can binge watch them. And I think into the winter, it's going to continue with like the dark, moody kind of stuff, but once we get to the spring, we'll see comedies again, but I think they're gonna stay in the dark comedy genre, which is kind of cool, and like the real life comedy genre, kind of like what Judd Apatow does.
And speaking of, Judd Apatow has a comedy special coming out.
Yes, December 12th, and I'm super excited about that because he's my favorite. I know it's weird, but
It's not weird. I mean, he's a lot of people's favorite. We also have The Crown Season 2 coming out.
Yes, and that is, oh my gosh, so anticipated, and it's gonna be just as good or better. Like, I've already been hearing reviews about it. I'm so excited.
Well, this is the best time to start watching a season 1 when you know the season 2 is right around the corner, because then you don't have to wait on pins and needles. We also have another one, Hello, My 20s.
Yes, and that's actually one that has already shown somewhere in Asia. That's really bad of me. But it's really good because it's all females.
And it's only been shown in Asia so far?
Yes, and it's an Asian female cast. And so it's really interesting for me because watching not an American culture on TV, it's getting more normal, and I really like it. And
That's interesting.
It's definitely one to check out.
Excellent. Erin Zimmerman, thank you for being here. And now you know you have all the tools you need to binge watch. And why not grab a margarita and then some? Coming up, we're going to show you what's shaking at a new Metro hotspot.